longer than Acacia has been alive. So you can say that I've had a good head start in the competition that we have of who knows Josh best. So give a little bit to get up me up in there. Wow! English, you've got a bit to catch up with me. I'm going to start off by talking about you, Acacia, because I think it just feels fair. So, as a collective group, because Josh decided to steal my thunder and talk about this already, I'm going to talk about it from our perspective. We met you at a Watchtower study night, where Josh sent us a very ominous text of, "Hey guys, I've got someone I'd like you to meet. Can I bring her along?" And of course, we're just like, "Yes, please, we'd love to meet who this is." So about, I would say a good 2 hours go by of us scrolling through Instagram like, who could he possibly be bringing? And then we hear the knock on the door, and we know a Josh knock when we hear it, and we finally get to meet this mysterious girl. So she walks through the door, Josh introduces her to all of us, and then she goes off into the lounge room to go meet Pat and Greg. And although we didn't actually say anything out loud, all of us collectively, we just looked at one another, our thoughts collided, and it was deafening, "Let's go, Joshy!" And we all just fist pumped as quietly as we could to not draw attention to the situation. As the night goes on, we do tend to notice that the chemistry between you is great. You don't look at each other too much. I counted about 3 seconds of eye contact throughout the whole night, but other than that, it was electric. Absolutely. But in that moment, I knew that there was something special because I saw a happiness in Josh's eyes that I don't think I've ever seen before. I said I wasn't going to cry. Dang, this guy made me cry at my wedding. I was like, I can't cry again, but here I am. Cool. At long last, the day has come though. I realise as soon as we get to meet you, we have another extrovert in the group. Someone who's willing to do things. And I remember all of us collectively going to Josh saying, "When can we meet her again? She's so cool." And within 10 minutes, you send us a text message saying, "Hey guys, do you want to come over for dinner?" I'm like, this is the woman we've been asking for. And we realised in that moment that even if Josh didn't keep her, we kind of had to keep her. It's goodness me, invaluable. In all seriousness though, I think speaking on behalf of all of us, we cannot express how much you bring to our little family. Having you around has been a natural fit, and you've definitely been able to bring us a lot of love and support that we've always needed. So it's always been appreciated there. And seeing how you've been able to turn Josh into the best version I've seen of him is something I'm always grateful for, so thank you. I held on all day, I was so close. At the last hurdle I trip over. But something I look forward to is seeing all of the manicuring and things that you're going to do to Josh further to make him into a further beautiful Italian man. So, speaking of our beautiful Italian boy, I have a few words to say about Josh. As has been stated a few times across the night, the charismatic and bombastic, lively Josh that you know now hasn't always been this way. All throughout our childhood, it's always been a case of Josh has come over, he's kind of just become part of the furniture as he sits there and we play games while he sits in silence and I talk enough for the both of us. And Josh has always been a man of efficiency, one of very few words where you get 6 to 7 words out of him every 10 to 9 business days. So he got the point across efficiently enough, so why say anything more? I have a little story to tell about how Josh is a very quiet guy. So picture this, the year is about 2012, we're 12 and 13 years old respectively, going on a fishing trip, where it's going to be a lot of loud and boisterous men throughout all of it. For the 6-hour drive, I don't think I drew breath once. And Josh just sat there in perfect silence, content to wait, and just snoozed, as I was his white noise machine. But days go by on this trip, and he uttered very few words to me outside of the monosyllabic, "Yeah, nah," and if he was feeling extra spicy, I might get an okay. We're on about day 5 of our trip, and we're down on the beachfront fishing away. And nature calls, and I see Josh walking away with a little trowel in one hand and a toilet roll in the other. So I'm following through, just I think that's a great idea. So I go and sit on the other side of the dune to, follow suit after he is done. I'm sitting there, waves roaring away, it's quite a pleasant sound, and then out of nowhere, I hear the loudest I've ever heard Josh screaming, "No!" And I clamber up the sand dunes. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a sight I've been waiting 13 years to tell at his wedding. As I peek my head over, I see Josh with his pearly white cheeks, whiter than the sand in the wind, cargo shorts at his ankles, as he's running down the sand dunes at Mach 5, like a penguin with a rocket strapped to his back, as he's running down screaming, "No, my toilet paper!" running down the hill. And it is just a magnificent sight. And more words in that 10 seconds I heard from him for 5 days. But although Josh may have been the quiet one, it has always been an absolute pleasure to have him about, as he's always made every situation very comfortable to be around him. A lot of great qualities have been mentioned so far, but one I'd be foolish to not mention is the general generosity that you have with your time, with your money, and most importantly, your bubble tea. Without fail, every time we have a social occasion, Josh will rock up with 6 bubble teas, like, "Oh, I just want the free points." Yeah, right. But I have no doubt in my mind that together you guys are absolutely perfect. Seeing how you've grown together has always filled my heart with such joy. And Acacia, I'd like to thank you for growing my little tired caterpillar into a big tired butterfly. It's been wonderful to see him grow into this better person that he is now. And I progressively look forward to seeing Josh look older and in more second-hand clothes. And I look forward to seeing you finally embrace your nerdhood, please. Because for all of our time, although we've been quite a nerdy group, she's never joined in as such. But she's always found her place just by calling us nerds. Which we learned down the line is a badge of honour to be called Stevie by Acacia. But only after I changed my deodorant 3 times. So I really wish I had known it sooner. But I just want to say that I'm proud of you both. Very happy for you guys, my friends. And Josh said this at my wedding. Send me, I have to do it at the end, but please,